And instead of trying to duck and dodge and be crafty, you need to get at it. Hell yeah. You need to get at it. That's right. You need to get at it. So tell me how we gon' handle.
What is going on, my fellow boxing fans? This is the Boxing Scholar, and nobody is calling out Errol Spence Jr. All the top welterweights are beefing with each other, and all of them are hesitant to mention Errol Spence's name. You got Sean Porter wilding out, bum rushing Danny Garcia's post-fight interview. You got Danny Garcia calling for a rematch with Keith Thurman. You got Keith Thurman out here showing off his surgery scars, and none of them mention Errol Spence as a viable opponent for 2018. Now, Terrence Crawford just became a welterweight, and he's focused on winning his first welterweight title when he defeats Jeff Horn on April 14. So he somewhat gets a pass, and whenever Errol Spence's name is brought up in interviews, Crawford kind of downplays Spence's abilities. So, you know, but yeah, nobody's calling out Spence. Mikey Garcia has called him out, and whether he is serious or not, nobody believes him. So right now, Errol Spence is that ugly girl in the prom that nobody wants to dance with. A welterweight is going to need to step up, or Spence is going to have to resort to body punching fat people in the hood. I don't want to see Spence punching fat people in the hood anymore. Okay? Now, being the rational and level-headed boxing fan that I am, I don't want to outright say these welterweights are ducking. It's still early 2018. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 months. And I even made a video on whether or not Keith Thurman is ducking Errol Spence. And you can check that out. Keith Thurman was injured and he's coming back from surgery. So I understand why he won't be facing Errol Spence this year. And as a boxing fan, I want to see Keith Thurman at his best when he steps in the ring with Errol Spence. Now, if the fight doesn't materialize in 2019, then yeah, that's not going to be a good look for Keith Thurman. He's going to look like that high school star quarterback with erectile dysfunction. Yeah, he's the man, he's the champion, but he's not performing. Now, out of Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and Terrence Crawford, I think Terrence Crawford would be the most willing to step in the ring against Errol Spence. Crawford just comes off as that type of fighter. Now, whether or not Bob Arum is willing to put Crawford in there with Spence is a whole nother story. Unfortunately for Errol Spence, he's just in that realm in boxing where he'll be avoided because he's a high-risk, low-reward challenge. And that's not good for business. And understandably, Errol Spence is tired of it. He's aiming for greatness, but the targets aren't on display. So Errol Spence has a fight scheduled on June 16. He has yet to have an opponent set for that date, though it looks like it possibly may be against the mandatory challenger Carlos Ocampo. Spence has to just keep doing what he's doing until he's unavoidable, and eventually he'll get the big fights that he wants. I mean, he's got to stay on the grind. All right, my fellow boxing fans, let me know your thoughts. And are these welterweights ducking? Let me know. Leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe if you have yet to do so. Until next time, adios and goodbye.
And you need to get at me.
Yeah.